Hello everyone, it's Borko from Plumsail. In this brief video, I will walk you through the process of building an interactive org chart for SharePoint and Microsoft Teams using Excel or CSV as a data source. We will start first by explaining how to organize Spreadsheet, as it's a very important step, then how to create an org chart using Plumsail Org Chart. Let's get into it. As you can see, I have created a spreadsheet with all necessary columns. Please note in here, this is not a rule. You can add or remove columns as per your requirements. And columns are employee name, photo URL, job title, department, office, work phone, work email, manager email, assistant email, dotted line manager. Once we have our columns ready, we can manually input data or paste it from other sources. You can always export employee list from other HR systems and other data sources to Excel and CSV, and that's why it makes a great choice for org chart data source. When your employee list in Spreadsheet is good to go, save the file in a preferred location in SharePoint library so it can be accessed by org chart, and go to the next step. Now let's add Plumsail Org Chart to SharePoint as a web part and configure it. Click on Edit the site, click on the plus sign to add the web part to the preferred spot on the site. And I assume you have already added Plumsail Org Chart to your SharePoint tenant, so just search for Plumsail Org Chart. If you haven't added it yet, I included a link to the video with step-by-step instructions on how to add Plumsail Org Chart to your SharePoint and Microsoft Teams and test it yourself. There is a link to 30-day free trial as well, with no credit card required. Simply register your account and try it out. Also, like and subscribe. More interesting content coming your way. Next step is to configure the org chart. Click on Configure and you will see options to choose from different data sources. We have SharePoint list, Entra ID or formerly Azure AD, SharePoint user profiles, Excel or CSV. I will choose Excel or CSV. For the site URL, choose the site where you stored your Excel or CSV file. And in the file field, select the file name. My file is called allemployees.xlsx and I will choose that one. In case we choose a CSV file from the SharePoint library, org chart will automatically detect it and offer an option to define the column delimiter as shown on the screen. Make sure you use the one you used in your CSV file. Has headers toggle is turned on, and I leave it that way as my spreadsheet has headers. I would also recommend having headers in your Excel and CSV file, as it makes it much easier later to select field mapping for your org chart. Otherwise, columns will be displayed just as A, B, C, D, and so on. It is crucial to select field mapping correctly. Employee ID, manager ID, and employee name mappings are required. You can leave other fields empty. There must be a manager ID pointing to the employee ID so the structure gets built correctly. I will use the work email column from the spreadsheet to build a structure, and for employee ID, I will use work email column. For the manager ID, I will use the manager email column. Please note that an employee ID is a unique ID for an employee. It can be, for example, a list item ID or number, user login, email, or any other unique identifier for an employee. And the next field is employee name. And this field is used to build entities in org chart. For example, you will see employee name in breadcrumbs. So for this purpose, I will select in this field employee name column from the spreadsheet. How to add assistants and dotted line managers is explained in separate videos, and I will leave links in the description section so you can check it out. The same applies for vacancies. Filtration is a very useful feature if you want to start from a certain employee, but if you don't select this option, it will be automatically detected based on the current user hierarchy. So the org chart will automatically detect the root person searching for the first employee without a manager. However, in case you have multiple employees without a manager, it may select an incorrect one. So the best option in here is to select the root person. In Design tab, we can choose from different designs and layouts, but for now, we will skip this part. In Templates tab, we can choose what to be displayed in a box template, which is visible as org chart loads. Then we can choose what's visible in the tooltip template and search template as well. Select field with picture URL is detected automatically if you name it correctly. Please note in here, once you copy the link from the picture from your SharePoint library and save it, you have to do as following to ensure the link to the picture is correct. Open your documents library in SharePoint and go to the folder where you saved employees' photos. Then select the photo of your employee and click on the Share button. You will get this pop-up window for the link settings and select people with existing access and hit Apply, then copy the link. Then you will have to remove some parts of the link as shown on the screen. Now you have a correct link to the picture. Once we publish the org chart, we can go back at any time and reconfigure it. From here, you can add it to Microsoft Teams as a tab and share it with your employees. There is a separate video on how to do this. And that will be all for this video. I hope you found it useful. Please check out our org chart playlist to learn more. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon.